Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Finally, US is up and running when it comes to the issue of the presidency, and Joe Biden have decided to look Nigerians' way, and he seemed to have quite good ones for Nigeria, or should I put it more specific? He seemed to have a lot to look into when it comes to the issue of the Fulanis and the cow. I do not know how you look at this, but I see it as a win-win. But then depends on your perspective over this issue. But before we go into the newspaper to find out what it is that is good news for the Fulanese and should I call it perfect news for Nigerians, depends on your perspective and your point of view. Like it, subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Don't forget that when it comes to the issue of Fulanis, and they've been telling Nigerians, to those who care to listen, that they're actually the sole producers of beef, and that they've been, apart from the ever since the dispensation of oil, before the dispensation of oil, it has always been agriculture and pastoral farming. And now, because of oil and gas, we are now looking at making them look as if they're irrelevant. They shouldn't forget one day oil will go off. But then United States is coming from a different perspective, that we can still do this, but this time around in a better dimension, where the US mission to Nigeria has shown interest in investing in cow milk. This announcement was made on its verified social media handle today. Alright, this issue about Ruga, okay, in the southwest and southeast has been an issue of major concern, with the likes of Sunday Igboho and others striving for the complete packing out of the Fulani headers in southwest and southeast. While the United States, under the administration of President Joe Biden, has shown positive steps in reaching out to the natives here in Nigeria, with a target plan of 10,000 liters of milk per day. This collaboration with consultants from Lagos will help Nigerians' economy development as well as broader its economy. Wow, that's quite an interesting one. But the most interesting part of this news is the reactions. Nigerians, I tell you, they cannot fall your hands. They're always on point. And the reactions, some are humorous, some are on point. As the one I mean, on point, on point. One thing you can't take away from Nigerians, even if you want to, you can't take away their humor. They have a way of surviving even the harshest, economic situation. But that's what makes us Nigerians, doesn't it? But then let's quickly hear what Nigerians are saying concerning this. Some persons are saying the stone that the builders reject. Who is the stone? Which builders rejected which stone? Let's forget this issue of stone. Which builders reject which stone? There's no builders anywhere. There's no stone rejected anywhere. This one here is saying, let them come and carry everything. The cow and the Fulani people to US. I think it will be better that way. That's it. They're saying, Nigerians are technically saying, if you're thinking of Roga in a different dimension, you want to collaborate with Fulanese using your consultants, where they will teach them how to get better cow a day, 10,000 milk and all that. No problem. This one is saying no wahala. We don't have a problem, but just take them, carry both the cow and the Fulanis to United States. Go and teach them there. This is comical. This one here is saying, now that one wahala go take enter America be that now. That if they should take Fulanis to America, this is hilarious. All right, this one here is saying, Fulani, please pack all your load, including cow, and go to US. So, this one is saying, thank God, though, at least Sambisa forest is large enough for diversification. I want to ask in that question. Sorry, just my thoughts, really. We have Sambisa forest, right? And we have noticed that, it is even from that Sambisa forest that Boko Haram became, made that place their choicest home. Why don't we carry Ruga and take it to Sambisa forest? We're looking for lands that are not even available in the south. The southerners are looking for land. The population is really high. And there's so much bushes and forests in the north. Unoccupied. Let these guys use that place for Ruga. We're wasting resources. Land resources, we're really wasting it. Go to Sambisa. That way, the Boko guys that are inside there will be uncomfortable. And they will not chase them away, so that these guys can use Sambisa forest for proper ranching instead of clashing, because that way they're quite different. They can even make it even their home. Some sufferers in the north. Yeah, I totally agree with this guy that's talking here, but there are different opinion. This one here is saying, okay, see, same thing. This one here is saying, which rejected stone are they going to milk wandering cattle of violent, valorous, and uncultured Fulanis scorching the country? Or is it a pinned and well nurtured cows? But that's true. If you check, if you go to Netherlands, if you go to Germany, they have these guys produce milk, right? How did they do it? They actually domesticate their cows. They don't wander up and down. Actually ranching, right? And they do it in such a way that you can even milk the cow. They're not violent. Now that's the same thing a lot of our governors are saying, that we should embrace ranching. But the question is, the indigenes are no more comfortable with the Fulanis living around them, simply because of history here and there, and so many allegations and fabricated stories here and there, and disjointed facts and frictions coming in. No one knows what to believe, and coupled with the fact that the presidency is not engaging Nigerians always through press briefings. So most often than not, we get to hear narratives in different dimensions, and that way Nigerians are now, right now, they're no longer comfortable with living with Fulanis, or rather, there's what we call the trust issue, the trust factor. Now, the Nigerians are now wondering, what if we are allowing the Fulanis, okay, we give them the lands in southern Nigeria, and what happened in Afuja, what happened in Ilori, won't there be another, claiming of land in the next 20, 30, 50 years to come, when the narratives change? These are the challenges. And now, it's not like Nigerians cannot embrace ranching, but Nigerians are wondering, what will happen to the next generation? If, as at now, they can't be tamed and they're like this, what's going to be the challenge for the next generation? So we actually appreciate ranching. Most Nigerians are saying that, but the challenge is, it's not, it doesn't have to be the southwest. But a lot of persons, according to Constitution of Nigeria, everyone that is a Nigerian is free to inhabit or live in any part of the country. Now, have you now seen the twists and the turns? But then the Americans actually coming in a different dimension, thinking we have issues with ranching, and they say, look, we can actually collaborate with you guys. Okay, we can collaborate, teach you how we do these things. We can get 10,000 liters of milk, cow milk a day. It's doable. But then that will have to be taming this guy, teaching them how to go about it. If you ask me, it should be a lesson that not just the Fulani herdsmen should learn. It should be all Nigerians who desire to take ranching, take animal husbandry as a way of life, okay, as a career path. You can actually learn that. It doesn't have to be Fulani herdsmen alone. That, just like you learn poetry, you can actually learn that as well. So it doesn't have to be a Fulani herdsman. So if the Southerners begin to learn, collaborate with the U.S. Embassy to learn that, okay, and the Fulanis now go to the north, you can just find out that at the end of the day, even the Southerners can produce their own cows, produce their own beef, and also produce their own milk. That's